tea. Here's the Breville Barista Express BES870, in good condition as you saw in the photos. I've just turned it on. Usually takes about a minute to turn on. 0.4. I'm gonna do a double shot latte. So I've just finished doing the the service. So for the grinder, service the solenoid and done the cleaning cycle, and now let's show you how it's done. So just going around the machine. First off, you get the temper right here, which wasn't in the photos. Sticks there. On the left you have the grinder dial. It's set to about 15. I don't recommend going any lower than 15, 14. 15 and up is good, because I've just serviced the grinder. That means it's grinding very fine, so pretty much as it did on day one. So that means if you go below 15, you start grinding very fine, and it'll be way too fine for the machine, and the blades will actually start touching, so that's not good. So don't go below 14, 15. It's set at 15 now, which is good. Power button. This is the grind amount, so how much coffee to grind. Single and double shot. I like to keep it at single, even when I'm doing a double shot. So I do it in 2 stages, and I'll show you that. Pressure gauge. With this, you're aiming to stay at around 12 o'clock, maybe 1 o'clock, in the grey zone. So right about here, that's sort of the optimal pressure, and that's sort of what will give you the best quality and best espresso. Clean me light and hot water steam light. So these buttons are programmable. You can press program and then program one of them, and then stop it when you're happy with the volume. We'll do that now. This is the hot water tap, hot water spout. So you turn it away, it'll give you hot water. You can do this to warm up your cup. You can use this to brew tea, or if you're adding any hazelnut or sugar to your cup, you can use this to dissolve it. If you turn it close to you, it'll start steaming. Pump usually takes 15 seconds to steam. Anyway, what I do recommend every morning, or every time you use the machine, so before putting or grinding any coffee, just do a blank shot, which is a shot with just hot water, no coffee in the handle. This will achieve a few things. So it'll warm up the machine, it'll get rid of the oils and the old water inside. It'll also warm up your cup and handle, which is good. You can do it once or twice, up to you. This machine's pretty hot, so I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to dump this water. Actually, I'm going to keep this water. I'm going to do the grind now. I have a scale here just to be consistent. You don't need a scale at all to use this machine. I'm just going to calibrate it for you. So a single shot is 9 grams, a double shot is 18 grams of ground coffee. Now I'm going to do a single and then weigh that. There we go. So that's my single. I'm going to tamp it. I'm just going to weigh it. That's 9.9. Maybe I'm going to decrease it just a touch. Here's what it looks like. Okay. Carefully take it out. Gather it around. Let's see what that is. That's 19.3. Usually it's 18, but 19 is, I guess, acceptable. You can just scrape it off, to be honest. Good. So now that I've set it to around 12 o'clock here, and number 15 on the grind size dial. So now you should be getting 18 grams every time. That's good. if you don't have a scale, and you really don't need a scale to use this machine, it's good. What I tell people, so once you grind and you tamp, your tamper should go as deep as the silver part, the silver cap. That's pretty much the depth that you want to go to. There you go. Easy as that. Breville also includes a razor tool. So after you've ground your coffee, you can use this tool to scrape off any excess. So put coffee, press it down, scrape the excess. This is pretty much the same depth as the silver part on this tamper. So there you go. It's very similar. You can use it to scrape off, so just twist it like that. I'm going to press it one more. And you turn it and you make sure it's polished and even. There we go. Beautiful. It doesn't take this long, I'm just doing it at an awkward angle. Usually it's a quick motion. There we go. Clean the edges. Let's see. Should be about 18 grams. Yep. Machine's still hot because we heated it. You can just do a flush whenever you like. Anyway, here's my coffee. Turn it. Now it's time to dump this old water. Now the cup is pretty warm, which is good. It's at this stage where you want to add any sugar. So let's say I want to add a couple spoons of sugar. I'm gonna add some hot water to sort of dissolve it in the cup. That'll make it easier to mix with the espresso. It's good. Let me get a spoon. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to program the double shot button so that every time you use it, you get a double shot. You can program it to whatever volume of water you want. So I'm just going to calibrate. Should be 0. Yep. So the way you program is, you press program, and then you press the cup, or the button you want to program, and then you press it again when it reaches the volume that you're happy with. Also keep an eye on the pressure gauge. That'll tell you how how to adjust your grind, or if you've done it right or not. You should aim for about 12 o'clock. Whoops, let's program it. That's around 1 o'clock, that's very good. Your coffee should come out slow and consistent. The color should be sort of like warm honey. If it's coming out very dark and it's coming out in drops of water, so drips, then that's way too slow. Then in that case you probably want to reduce your volume or reduce your grind. Sorry, I mean make it more coarse. I'm going to stop it right there because I think that's a double shot. Should be about 40 grams. 36 grams, that's perfect. That's a 2-to-1 ratio. You don't have to get into the numbers and the science. But now that the button is calibrated now. So for every gram of coffee, so 18 grams, you have 2 grams of espresso. So 36. That's perfect. It has good crema. I wish I could show you. Can't really see it. I'm gonna mix that. I'm gonna get some cold milk. Turn on the steamer. The steamer takes about 15 seconds to turn on. You have to warm up the boiler for it to reach boiling temperature. can turn off for a few seconds. Turn it off for a few seconds and then put the one close to the surface of the milk, then turn it back on. You don't want to turn it off for too long, otherwise it'll cool down and go back to coffee mode. You want to create a vortex. So, also listen to the sound. You want to hear this hissing sound for a bit. That means I'm injecting air. The hissing sound means I'm injecting air. Once you reach about 20 seconds or something, you can raise the pitcher and dunk the steam wand into the milk. Now I've stopped injecting air. If I continue, it'll be very bubbly like a cappuccino, but I don't want that. I want a latte, so I'm going to stop sooner than a cappuccino would. And once I can't touch it for over half a second or something, I'll stop it. Yep. I'm going to quickly get a wet towel. I recommend wiping it every single time as soon as possible before the milk bakes on there. Otherwise it'll be a very painful process to remove. Keep it clean. It'll look better. Probably keep your machine free from clogs. After wiping it, just give it a quick flush. Now that it's empty of milk on the inside. And that's it. Yeah, that's latte. That's a double shot latte. So tap your milk, remove any bubbles, swirl it around. That's good. Here's my espresso shot. So I'm not a latte artist, but with this machine you can pretty easily do latte art. There's tutorials all over YouTube. But anyway, I'm going to show you the cup that I've made. There it is. It's a bit close to a cappuccino actually, because it'll depend on how much you inject air in that phase where you hear the hissing sound, like I told you. The more air you inject, the more closer to a cappuccino it is. But yeah, this is the machine. Hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. That's it for now. Cheers.